Okay, I figure I'd better cover this topic before I have to wash this t-shirt. Showing off my cinephilia here. It still sounds dirty. But as I mentioned previously, I was having some difficulty with my 5.1 surround system, and I already told you about the subwoofer, so I'll only have to mention that tangentially. Little background info here. The treble and bass go from -6 to +6, and all of the speakers except for the left and right front speakers go from -10 to +10. And I noticed that they were all set at +10. So I set them to 0, set the subwoofer, which I'm still not absolutely certain I can sense. And then I tested them with my testing disc here, and it sounded fine. So I finally finished rewatching Mystery Science Theater 3000 Season 11, which I hadn't watched since it debuted on Netflix. I did buy the DVD box as soon as it came out, but all I'd watched was the feature-length documentary, which reminds me of a tangent. Actually, that was a bit disappointing. Don't get me wrong, the documentary was great, but that's all that was on there. And they made a lot of videos to try to raise money for the revival, and they had a few clips and excerpts from those in the documentary. How about just including all of them in their entirety? That would have been a great extra. Thank you, Tangent Me.
Here's a shot of a dog, just to keep your attention.
So I watched it, and it still wasn't quite right. The center speaker was still too loud, so I set it to -10, and then it was fine. And so I finished with Season 11 here, and then I watched Dai Kessen Sho Urotora Hachi Kyodai. Or, well, you can see what the English translation is of the title, right? And I soon noticed that the center speaker seemed too quiet. So I set it to 0, and then it was fine. So, yeah, the 5.1 mix on MST3K Season 11, and for that matter, Season 12, is too loud in the center speaker. So, I wonder, did I find a temporary workaround because something went wrong and something may still go wrong later? Or was there nothing wrong and a combination of poor audio mixing and autism-related object impermanence caused me to adjust something and then forget about it and have to undo what I did? I don't know.